we have got a lot of gold. 320 million tons of gold confirmed, worth 12 point something trillion dollars.
Uganda's president wants most of this mineral resource to be refined locally in a bid to boost the nation's economy.
It is criminal for anybody to continue arguing for the continued export of raw materials in Africa when there is 90% more value in that product that you are giving to the outsiders.
Gold tops the list of Uganda's most lucrative exports, followed by coffee. Figures from the country's energy ministry show that in 2019 and 2020, Uganda exported gold worth over $3 billion to Hong Kong, the United Arab Emirates, and South Korea. If estimates are correct, mineral development experts say this latest gold discovery could be worth more in revenues than the oil fields in the west of the country. With 6.5 billion barrels of oil available to be tapped, many expected fossil fuel to be a key driver of Uganda's economy. Now experts believe a gold rush could bring big benefits.
If that indeed is the volume that we have, it's time to clean our house and say, let us do business, let us develop our country, let us develop ourselves, and go to the middle income status and beyond.
Refining gold locally could enhance job creation and improve social service delivery for those living near to where the mineral is extracted. But for now, the government is hoping the discovery of this precious metal makes Uganda an attractive prospect for investors.
So guys, here we see the reason why the West and the EU are always attacking President Museveni of Uganda. Because of this gold that they're finding. Imagine it's worth over $12 trillion possibly, right? So normally they thought the boom in Uganda would be the oil because they're producing 6.5 million barrels of oil. Not knowing that's chicken feed compared to the gold that they have, they found, and they're gonna mine. And this is what the president is saying. No more exporting of the raw material out of Uganda. If you want to work in Uganda, you have to come into Uganda and process the gold there. That means bigger revenue, higher revenue for the government, and in turn the citizens. So this will make, so they have two revenues right now going on, the oil and the gold. And this is not only Uganda, this is going to happen in Ghana, because Ghana as well found the next mountain of gold. In the Congo, again, they found gold recently, and Zimbabwe. So these countries are banning the export of raw material. I think this is what is pissing off the West and the EU, because they no longer have the monopoly of taking off the African resources and becoming rich off it, and then leave Africa to fend for chicken feed, and then send back aid in return for the stolen resources of Africa. In this case, gold. So this is why they are constantly attacking President Museveni of Uganda. This is one of the reasons. Every minute he's in the news, they are saying that the EU or the West are always sending some memorandum to say something about the president. And also the IMF is doing the same thing, because they did the same thing recently with Zimbabwe. When Zimbabwe produced the gold coin, they said, now again a memorandum stating to discontinue this because it's not good for the economy, blah, blah, blah. But yet it improves the economy of Zimbabwe. So how are you going to tell them it's not good for the economy, but yet it's improving the economy? All because they don't want to pay for the gold the right way. They want to come take it and go and refine it in their country, and they get all the benefits, and no revenue is stayed in the country. So big ups to the African presidents right now that's not turning a blind eye anymore to the West. And yeah, we still have a few corrupt governments in Africa, but it's declining. It's not a decline. It's not like before. So big ups to the presidents of these African countries that's taking the bull by the horn, as to say, and keeping our resources. If you want them, come in our country, refine it, take it from here, and then you can go with it, but you have to pay us before. So big ups to President Museveni as one of the leading outspoken presidents. Not only him, President of Rwanda as well. Same thing. South African president. They're all speaking up, standing up. They're talking with their chest up now. So no more. We don't worry about the aid. Keep the aid if aid is the issue. We have resources, but if you want it, come get it. But you have to pay, and the country have to make the revenue and make this money to elevate our country. And that's why we're going to keep on work with Russia and China, because China, and for those who are saying China is not using African locals, stop it. Because in Uganda, in Kenya, they just train 8 women to be train operators. And not only that, these women speak Mandarin. They went to China and they learn the language, because if China is making products for the country, they're going to make the manuals in Mandarin. So it's a brilliant idea to learn the language. In Ghana, the power plant is taken over by the Ghanaian engineers. They speak Mandarin as well, because all the manuals in the factory is in the Mandarin, as the president had said. And they are saving 36 million annually by just replacing a few engineers for Ghanaians. And in which other country? Zimbabwe it is? And yeah, people have an issue with Chinese saying they want the kids to learn Mandarin. That's very good, because the more Mandarin the locals speak, the more they can negotiate and the more they can know what the Chinese are doing in all fields. So why is the issue with learning language? I don't see the issue. So they are trying. Oh yes, in South Africa they have a plant that make trucks. I'll have a video on it. I'm gonna drop it soon. Yeah, they're making the FAW trucks, and the mechanics and supervisors and so on are South Africans, black South Africans, and these people are earning good money, because one of the guy bought properties and built a house. So, and he's now a certified diesel engine operator, because he went back to school. Most likely the company sent him back to school. So there's a lot of examples where the Chinese are using the locals and elevate them and they learn the language. So I don't see what the issue is with these people talking about China this and China that. It's the West pushing this narrative, because they are losing out financially big time on the continent right now. So yeah, so anyway, I don't want to continue ramble on, so let's finish it right here. Thanks for watching. You don't know, is the Washington SXM podcast. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace, one love. Boom.